Flashback.
Of course, with the Wizards have made a trade with the Blazers, and they're sending Deni Avdija to Portland. He averaged almost 15 points per game last season, Jay.
But what the hell, boy?
Welcome to the Dirty Bucket. My name is Alfonso Rose, certified Deni Avdija lover. I took the online course, dude. It is with great sorrow to report that the Blazers have stolen the NBA's hidden gem from us Wizards.
We've come a long way from where we began.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Deni? Yeah. I feel like a mother duck who just lost one of her ducklings. Her ducklings. I don't care. And then you come to find out that your duck, your beloved duck, your goose duck, is in freaking Portland sipping coffee with beavers. Like, on a positive note, Blazers fans have got to be one of the nicest group of individuals in the entire NBA. Like, one of my old Deni videos got a lot of love from Blazers fans. I don't know why. Like, dude, I was befuddled. I was like, what is going on here? And what is in their coffee that makes them so nice? So to repay, even though I know I'm late, I did a video breaking down this trade and giving Blazers like a good rundown of what to expect from Turbo. So with that in mind, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like and subscribe button and all that fun stuff, dude. Please, I don't know. I'm still not over this trade. But let's get on with the video. So to make things short, there is a civil war happening in the DMV right now. I'd say about 60% of the Wizards fans think we overvalued Deni Avdija. And the other 40% think that Deni has a huge upside and possibly can be an all-star. Put me in that 40% category. Dude, I don't care, dude. I'll hold the L. Tattoo 40 in my inner thigh. I don't care. I'll always be a Deni stan, Deni lover. Not like that. But I have the utmost confidence that Deni can grow even more. Can be at least the 4th best player on a contending team. But Blazers fans, please do note that a lot of us Wizards fans, we're all pretty much tormented, dude. We all get like nightmares or whatever the hell. But we are irate. I would say like 45% of us are irate, pissed off, our blood pressure is rising, because we envisioned Deni as a core player of our future. Trust me, it got volatile. Like a group of Wizards fans almost seceded from the Wizards Nation. We almost left and freaking started their own colony on Connecticut Avenue or whatever the hell. Like it was just like, Will Dawkins was put on notice the past couple of days.
Oh, bring your ass in here! Bring your ass in here! Get out of here! Get in! Bring your ass in here!
But with that in mind, the past is the past. You can't change it. You gotta live in it now. So let's talk about the reasons why Deni was traded. If anybody can trade Deni Avdija, or if anybody has the right to trade him, it's Will Dawkins. Will Dawkins earned the right. And why do I say that? It's because Will Dawkins made the genius move of signing Deni Avdija to a 4-year, $55 million contract before even seeing him play. One of his first moves as a GM last year was signing Deni to this contract extension. I mean, 4 years, $55 million contract, and it's on a descending deal, mind you, and the contract is just now starting next year. The best contract in the entire NBA. Case closed. Let's move on, please. Ma'am, yes, I'll take it from here now. And the third reason, I guess timeline. The Wizards have let it be known to us that we are going to be tanking this upcoming season. Tankathon, we're gonna suck ass, dude. Like, Adam Silver might send us to freaking Turkey to play. Like, we might be so horrible. And you know what? I don't care. I love it. And also, I fully expect them to trade Kyle Kuzma, whether in the next couple of days or before the trade deadline of the upcoming season. You know, the team is imploding right now, and you know, you gotta respect a good implosion here and there, I guess. Fourth reason, it looks like we were in love with Bub Carrington. Bub Carrington was the prospect that we drafted with the number 14 overall pick that the Blazers gave us. I think Will Dawkins knew that Bub Carrington was not going to last to the 26th overall pick, and that's why he traded in to the late lottery section and made sure to insure this guy. And lastly, the fifth reason, that we got future draft picks. A future first rounder, 2 second rounders, and Malcolm Brogdon's going to be flipped. We don't know for how much, possibly for some second rounders, but you know what? We don't discriminate here in DC. We love second rounder picks, apparently. I don't know. Because Ted Leonsis, Wizards owner, Forsaken owner, we don't talk about him that much here at the Dirty Buckets, but he has let it be known that he wants this rebuild to be consistent of draft picks. He wants to allocate draft picks as much as possible. You know, I think he wanted to trade his own stepson for a future draft pick compensation. You know, like, this guy's a greedy asshole when it comes to draft picks. And he let it be known this approach to rebuild the team, which is build the team through the draft and then supplement the team with free agency and trade moves. So it looks like that's definitely going to be the role going forward. So while I'm still in the middle of this trade return from the Blazers, honestly, because even though it was a solid haul, it was, I still think the Wizards could have gotten more. Not in the current climate, but if Deni continued and improved his play, we could have gotten 3 first-round picks from him in the next year trade deadline. That's what hurts right now, on top of many things in my life. And also, Will Dawkins, let's be honest, he didn't draft Deni. But with that in mind, let's give the Blazers fans a bit of a rundown on Deni Avdija, our beloved Deni Turbo. He goes by Turbo. So coming into the league, Deni Avdija was a mystery pick in the 2020 NBA draft. I mean, I remember him being touted as a top 3 draft pick in the 2020 NBA draft, which was back then perceived as a weak draft, mind you. But he was going from top 3 to top 5. We took him at number 9. I've seen comparisons, lofty comparisons of even Luka Doncic for him. I don't know, that's not his style of play, because Deni plays defense. No offense to Luka, but Deni is a defensive stalwart, which I'll get to later. So I found this old clip, dude, and Blazers fans can listen to this while I go sob in my bathroom alone, of what draft pundits had to say about Deni when he first got drafted.
Starts with his basketball IQ and his versatility. He's tremendous in the open court, and he has great size, 6'10". He's a fiery competitor, can really facilitate, and an underrated defender as well. He's very multi-positional on that end of the floor. I think he has a chance to become not just a 3-and-D type of wing, but a guy who can also be a secondary playmaker as well. I love his upside.
So Deni came into the league. In his rookie year, he averaged 6.3 points. I mean, he had a okay role, only played 23 minutes, but you saw flashes here and there of his playmaking ability, something that was touted in his draft process. He was a guy who could be your secondary ball handler in your lineup eventually, but not in his rookie season. He only shot 31% from the 3, something that plagued him for the next 3 years. The main thing that changed with Deni is that he came into the league as a 6'9" wing forward, right? He didn't realize that. Deni came in playing like he was freaking 6'2". He was very timid attacking the paint. He was a guy who didn't really like dunking the ball either. I don't know why. I think he didn't want to hurt the rim's feelings or something like that. But he was allergic to doing that, even though he definitely had the athleticism to dunk the ball. He would always go for mini layups, especially with even wide open layups. He was just laid up. And that pissed off a lot of Wizards fans because we wanted him to play with tenacity. His play style was soft, but his demeanor, he had the heart of a lion. And we're just like, dude, match it up. When this guy matches it up, he's going to be a problem. So his rookie year and his year 2 were pretty much the same. He didn't really have any jump. He was playing under the dismal coaching of Scott Brooks and then Wes Unseld Jr. I mean, no offense to Wes Unseld Jr., but you know what I mean. He only went from 6.3 points to 8.4 points his second year. And the main reason why he was actually getting playing time was because of his defense. His first 2 years, you saw him locked down, especially taller wings. You saw he had the athleticism, the quick feet, the agileness to guard pretty much 1 through 4. He was long, lanky, he had high IQ, he was confident, extremely confident in his defense ability. Wizards fans vividly remember the time that he would throw up an X after freaking shutting down the Greek Freak. Yes, this is the type of demeanor this kid has. Like, he is a killer. And while his third year in the league, you saw him starting to recognize his body. You saw him starting to play like he was 6'9". And on top of that, he took on a bigger responsibility defensively. His help defense was beautiful. Smart, high IQ player. Like, he recognized in his head, this is my bread and butter, and I'm gonna freaking shut down these assholes. His offense wasn't really there yet. A lot of that could be contributed to many things as well. Obviously, like I said, coaching was not up to par. Also, he never had the opportunity. I mean, he was playing behind ball handlers of Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook, who was in his rookie year. I mean, Kyle Kuzma, Porzingis. I mean, like, he was never he was always like at least the fourth option. And he had this demeanor. And I found this old interview of him that pretty much defines Deni and who he is as a person.
I think getting my ball handling better, finishing at the rim was very important for me. And for sure, one of the most important for me was the shot. You know, I feel like I got confidence in my shot.
And then in year 4, he broke out. His minutes increased. First time averaging 30+ minutes per game. Wizards needed scoring after trading away Bradley Beal and Porzingis. You saw, obviously, Kyle Kuzma and Deni step up in that department. Brian Keefe, our new head coach, came in and he let Deni experiment on the floor, something in which previous head coaches and regimes did not let him do. I mean, I found a stat. I mean, he's versatile. I mean, last season he's played 54% of the time at small forward, 42% of the time at power forward, and 4% at center. His creativity, his playmaking ability jumped as well, as he averaged 4 assists per game. And we noticed that he is extremely capable of being a secondary ball handler in a starting lineup. But to me, there were 2 reasons why he broke out in the scoring department. I finally realized his size. He started playing like a 6'9" forward. He would go into the paint and bulldoze these players out of the way. And then also his 3-point percentage. I mean, he ended up averaging 37% from the 3. But mind you, before the All-Star break, he was averaging 41% from the 3. The main thing that worries me about that, though, is that he had that percentage at 3.1 3-pointers attempts per game. I would like that volume to increase. He also averaged 40% from catch and shoot 3 last year. But after the All-Star break, his 3 did take a dip. He averaged 30% only from the 3. Tyus Jones got injured. He ended up having to play a lot of, secondary ball handling duties. But he knows that he needs to improve this. In my opinion, Deni needs to be the secondary ball handler in the lineup to reach his full potential. He cannot be the 3rd, as evidenced by last year. To me, he can be an all-defensive type player. He can guard the 1 through 4 and also small ball 5. I am fairly confident that Deni will be a player that averages 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. With stellar defense, by the way. The only question mark is just his 3. But he is very cognizant of that. As long as he keeps that 3 and has teams respecting him on the outside, he should have no problem. But yes, Blazers fans, please take care of this man. He deserves it. I made a list for Blazers fans of stuff that, just to know about Deni, to take good care of him. Number 1, he likes being called Turbo. I don't know why. That's his nickname he chose. He chose that nickname, Turbo. I don't know.
Ain't nobody faster than Turbo.
Number 2, he likes bread. He's a big fan of bread. Number 3, he thinks he's a fashion mogul. Obviously, he's been spending too much time with Kyle Kuzma. Don't make fun of him. Just look the other way. As a matter of fact, he actually likes to hate. I don't know. He's a savage like that. But yeah, he's going to come in with some outrageous outfits this upcoming season for y'all. I mean, like, look at this. I have never let this down. I almost got cataracts when I saw this last year. Atrocious. Lily pad activity. Hopefully both parties win in this trade. Wishing Deni nothing but the continued success. I'm still heartbroken. But you know what? He went to a good city. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I can't say that enough. Until the next report, until the next video, peace, y'all.